Thank you so much for calling Explorations. My name is Leslie. Who am I speaking with?
You're talking to Dennis.
Dennis! It's great to hear from you again. Everybody, it's Dennis.
Yes?
So,
Dennis.
yeah, how are you doing? What brings you in tonight?
Well, what we talked about yesterday, I've been informed that there's going to be an open investigation going on with the League, but I am happy to tell you that I scored a double bird yesterday.
Double bird.
That's right.
That's amazing. That's a high score.
Yeah, that's 4 points and an extra for the conversion, right? That's a stuff, a clear, followed by a pass out, a restuff, and re-clear.
Wow, that's rare.
Right. My terminology here is it's a little bit confusing. You know, I'm really trying not to upset the League any further, but you know.
No, so let me know. This investigation, is it happening within the league, the Poop Turkey League? Also, is it? Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe relax. Let's call it the fecal foul league.
Oh, they prefer like real official words. Is that what you're saying? Is that part of the problem?
Let's just encode our language here, just in case they somehow find these. The fecal foul league is ran mostly by older lawyers and esteemed government workers, so they don't really know exactly much about Twitch. But I believe there was another member of the league in here, a second-generation member, so someone who's younger who saw our conversation and rightfully so, I guess, reported it. But
wow, interesting. Okay, so what was their beef?
Well, you're not supposed to release league secrets, Leslie. So,
what was secret? What did you say? What did you say that was secret? It all sounded like
you're not supposed to. The first rule of the fecal foul league is not to communicate about the fecal foul league.
Wow. Okay. Well, you messed up because there was about 4,000 people on stream that night.
I thought it was more like 10 or 20,000, but I guess the fecal foul league is growing every day. So.
Oh wow. Okay. So the investigation. Are you in legal trouble, Dennis?
Not legal trouble again. They're lawyers and government officials, but everything will be done below ground. So we'll see. I might cease to call in, and at which point you might assume the worst, and I would implore you to do so. This is a very cutthroat league.
Well, I mean, we have gotten calls from jail before, so if you need to reach out to us from prison, I encourage you to do so. We can provide, there's a lot of help that we can provide for someone in your position if it does go that awry.
Jail would be amazing, Leslie, but
okay,
again,
what are we talking about then here, Dennis?
Would be done underground.
You'll be held underground, or kind of like as a metaphor.
It would be the same penalty as violating the gamesmanship rules, right? The referees come out with their red shirts, no pants, and I am buried.
Like literally buried in the ground?
Yes, buried alive. After they fouled me. That is the punishment.
Dennis, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what the stakes were. Someone in the chat says we can make a GoFundMe. Do you think that would help at all?
Oh, and then I would have the government finding me. That wouldn't be good.
Okay, so, or we could do like a drop-off thing where we can set somebody up as the sort of beneficiary that then kind of does a handoff or something like that.
I don't think anyone would want to be involved in this situation, Leslie. I apologize, but
Okay, well,
it's a very gracious offer.
Okay, well, Money Tits, I hope you see that it's appreciated. However, it's just not the right time, not the right situation for that kind of help.
Not feasible, yes.
Yeah.
They would be in grave danger as well.
Dennis. What are we going to do? So, is there anyone in the chat that doesn't know what we're discussing? Please chime in, because if you're in the dark, if you're lost about what the heck is going on, I would be happy. Not sorry. Okay, well, I'd be happy to fill you in. So Dennis called in a couple nights ago, and we had a very long, detailed talk about the inner workings of his Poop Turkey League. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the rules of, I apologize, Fecal Foul League. I'm not allowed to, we don't want to bring any more heat on our boy Dennis, but essentially the sport, organized sport all over the country, revolves around finding someone who's sleeping in the woods, putting Vaseline on their face and neck, and then shoving poop into their butt, and then hopefully, you cross your fingers for this part, that they expel the poop that you put in their butt. So it's a real cutthroat league, I've come to find out. Wow. Apparently, we got somebody in the chat that says they're very familiar with the sport. I almost went pro before I twisted my ankle.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, your ankle is one of the most important joints. You know, just you got to get low with it. So you can't get into the traditional squat, and then, you know, if you try to do a 3-point, again, you're doing stress. You can't do a 4-point stance, Leslie, because you need one for plunging.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we hate to hear that. We really, the community feels your sadness in that, and thank you for sharing. So that's the position. So Dennis is in a bit of trouble though with the league. Apparently, he shared too much information about the league and the sport and some secrets apparently, and now he's being investigated and he could be buried alive. Right. That's the stakes that we're dealing with. Those are the real life stakes that we're dealing with right now. In case somebody else in the chat's not taking this seriously, I want you to search your heart why you wouldn't take this seriously. A man that we care about might be buried alive tonight. I don't like getting upset. But sometimes, you know, when someone doesn't take the emotional stakes of what we're doing here together seriously, I can't help but get upset. So I apologize, Dennis. I don't mean to get all heated up on your call.
No worries.
So what's next for you right now? You've given us a taste of what the stakes are, but what's next? What is your job right now? If you're working to clear your name, I'd imagine, but what does that look like?
I really just have to hope that my connections come in handy here. You know, me and the commissioner, I have scored a lot of points on his wife, and his wife has had a great time with that. So hopefully, maybe I can even garner some kind of brand deal, advertising deal I could potentially have the commissioner call in and communicate with you and see maybe if we could get like I think someone said sponsorship or just partnership.
Yeah. I mean, and anything I can do to help. Literally anything I can do to help.
Because I think the fear is that I've spread this information to a community that is not open towards this activity, and then, the feds get involved, and then that would be very bad for us. But I think this is the targeted demographic, if I'm going to be honest.
This community?
Yes, all 6 million people listening in right now.
Well, I mean, I know I'm not alone. If any of us can reach out to anyone on your behalf, Not Sorry says, is he in the... Oh, we got one. Well, Ian says, buy a gun. You have a right to arm yourself. Take it in your own hands. But then Natsari asks, is he in the Migratory Subnational League? They have much stricter rules. Is that where... Are you allowed to share that?
I don't think it would be safe for me to share what league I am in, but
okay.
I am aware of the Migratory Subnational League, and at a certain point I was a member. Right.
Okay, so
I cannot confirm
at some
or deny
point,
whether or not I am a member today.
Okay, I hope that helps. Natsari.
But as for arming myself, the referees, right? They come out dressed like Pooh Bear, and they actually have baby bears with them that will come and hunt and track and maul me. So I do not have the connections in order to, or I can't go to civilization, right? I will immediately be detained. We'll say for tax evasion reasons.
Okay. Okay.
The IRS are frequent members of the leagues, so I've been able to kind of slide by with that and sharing some of the wisdom and techniques I use, and they come back from their hunting missions and say, no, we never found Dennis. But
interesting. Okay, well, man, you're in a tough spot. Everybody can see that clearly.
Yeah.
Everybody can see that as clear as day. I'm hesitant, as before we end the call, I'm hesitant to ask you for advice for anyone else, because you need the advice. But if you're in a vulnerable position right now, you could be buried alive any day, for rules that are honestly just hypocritical and flippant. What advice would you give someone right now, given your position? How would they avoid this, or how would they? What's something that you would do differently, or if you could go back in time?
Well, Leslie, I might consider using a different alias, or
fake name.
I refuse.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, I refuse.
You fucked up.
I have a very distinct voice, so I mean, I hate to brag, but some would say that I'm a Tom Brady-esque figure in the poop turkey community.
Well, that's why they want to tear you down. So cover your ass just more. Like, take seriously that people, if you're in a position of power, how about this? When you're in a position of power, make sure you cover your own ass. Make sure that your people are going to want to take you down. They're going to want your spot. They're going to want your fame. And they'll do anything if you're that good. So if you ever find yourself coming up, make sure you watch your back.
That's right. I have never allowed anyone to score 2 points on me. And I think that might be some of the, the distaste from the community that I'm.
So,
I don't
for those,
look down on getting scored on, and you do receive 2 points for that. But some in the community might say I'm not a full community member, but how I'm able to score so many points is, while not being scored on at the same time.
losers don't get to make the rules. That's a rule I believe in. So I would say whatever you do, whatever you have to do. You see these red shirt guys coming out to bury you, shove a bunch of poop in your ass. You take them to the bank. You use some martial art, use a weapon, run away, change your name, do whatever you got to do, because losers don't make the rules. You are a winner, therefore you get to, you get the spoils as far as I'm concerned. So please keep us updated. I want to hear how, I need to know that you're okay. So next Tuesday, please, or if you just can stop in on the chat on Sunday and just let us know that you're okay? Because we're going to be worried about you.
Yeah, it'll have to be Tuesday, right? I can't really connect to any, the internet.
Shit,
I can only do cellular, right? And I got to go toss this phone into a meat grinder and then relocate 90 meters or so and change elevation, maybe go up in the tree, maybe, dig a little down and create a little lean-to. But
yeah, do whatever you got to do, man. I can't even imagine. Try back in on Tuesday and let us know if we can do anything for you, okay?
Thank you. I'll see if the commissioner isn't willing to communicate.
Yeah, you send that commissioner to me, okay? Just send the commissioner to me and we'll have a conversation.
And hopefully, never mind. I was going to say I'm running a little bit low on these burner phones, but I'll just skip my call with Tallulah on Saturday for you, Leslie.
Do whatever you got to do. Listen, I understand your position, and I'd love to hear from you. So I appreciate that. I think the call here will be worth it, and not calling whatever you were just saying.
She's a stupid bitch.
All right. Well, then don't call her.
Yeah.
Call here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
she
Dennis,
never lets me score any points. She always wants to score them on me, and that's clean record, clean rectum. Can't. It's just...
Clean record, clean rectum. I think we can all relate to that. Thank you, Dennis. You get to where you got to go. Throw this phone away, and we'll talk to you soon, okay? Stay safe.
All right. You too.
Okay. All right. Have a good night, Dennis. It's great to see you. My name is Leslie, and I am the host of Explorations. I'm sure you enjoyed this video. If you would like to explore with us further, please join us at twitch.tv/Leslie Tanner Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I can't wait to see you. Namaste.